Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is pure fiction, so please don't take any of it seriously. This video contains a story about a relationship between boys, so if it disturbs you for any reason just leave. I don't own any of the Haikyuu characters or music or background art or anything other than the plot. This doesn't in any way show or describe or depict how the Haikyuu characters act. It is just for fun, so don't take any of this seriously. Enjoy. All text between parentheses represents thoughts. May 9, 2023, around 7 p.m. Love. Come on, my angel, wake up. It's already 7. If you sleep more, you won't be able to sleep at night. Oikawa hums as he grabs the blanket and covers his head, making Daichi chuckle. Baby, come on. Oikawa whines before throwing the covers away and sitting in bed. Fine, I am up. He whispers while his eyes fight to open. He glares at Daichi with a pout as Daichi smiles at him before sitting near him on the bed. Are you still tired? More sleepy? Okay, let's get out of bed and wash your face. That will wake you up. Oikawa nods as Daichi stands up and extends his hand to Oikawa. Oikawa glances at it for a second before he takes it and gets out of bed. Daichi walks with Oikawa into the bathroom before washing Oikawa's face and drying it with a towel. Does he always treat Sugawara like that? Or is he acting like this because of the accident? Come on, love. Daichi says as he holds Oikawa's hand again, and they walk together towards the living room. Daichi doesn't let go of Oikawa's hand as Oikawa glances around the room. He spots a few pictures on the wall of Daichi and Sugawara before he walks closer to them. That's, Oikawa says as he glances at Daichi, who is still watching Oikawa. Oikawa presses his lips and shifts his gaze back to the pictures before Daichi stares at the picture Oikawa is looking at. Does this picture remind you of anything? Karasuno. Yeah. Daichi gently rubs his finger over Oikawa's hand before circling an arm around his shoulder. That's it. Our graduation day from Karasuno. Oikawa glances at Daichi, who is smiling widely at him. Oikawa immediately shifts his gaze back to the picture as he gulps. Our faces are way too close. So close. Oikawa clears his throat before pointing at someone. This guy. Oikawa stutters, trying hard not to glance at Daichi again, as he feels his breath near his ear. Too close. Yes, what about him? Oikawa clears his throat before taking a deep breath. Concentrate, Toru, concentrate. Oikawa looks at the picture again and presses his lips together as he stares at the familiar guy. Shit. I pointed to him without thinking. I just wanted to get a distraction from Daichi's close face. Who was this guy again? Oh. Right. The ace of Karasuno. But. What was his name again? Oikawa grabs his head, trying his best to recall the name as Daichi watches him before he places a hand on Oikawa's shoulder, getting his attention back. Daichi smiles before pulling Oikawa into a hug, making Oikawa's eyes widen as his hands hover over Daichi's back. I wanna push him away. Daichi squeezes Oikawa's back between his arms, making Oikawa press his lips together before he circles his arms around Daichi's waist. It's alright. Don't try to think too much about it. You will remember soon. Oikawa nods against Daichi's shoulder as Daichi gently caresses his back. Can I break the hug? Will that hurt him? Daichi breaks the hug and stares into Oikawa's eyes as Oikawa lowers his gaze. I have no right to be in his embrace. I am not who he thinks I am. I feel wrong. But I cannot stop him. I don't want to hurt him more. Oikawa clears his throat and steps back before glancing at all the pictures on the wall again. I guess that won't hurt. Or will it? I guess I will give it a try. Maybe that will put him more at ease. Daichi. Yes, love. Can we visit some of these places? Daichi stares at the picture and then back at Oikawa. I believe these are important places, that's why we printed them and framed them rather than just keeping them on our phones. Maybe visiting old places together will help. With my memories. I am fucking lying through my teeth, but maybe that will ease his pain. Even if this won't help at all. Also in the meantime, I can figure out if I can go back to my body or not. If that's what you want, but I don't want you to be tired. I promise I won't. We can do that every other weekend. I won't stress myself out, but doing nothing and just hoping for things to change won't happen, right? Daichi nods before Oikawa smiles as he glances back at the pictures, but his smile drops again as a picture catches his attention. He gulps as he feels his eyebrows meet again before looking at Daichi. Daichi, yeah, what's my job? Daichi looks at the picture Oikawa is staring at before looking back at Oikawa. The picture was of a group of kids and Sugawara standing in the middle holding cardboard made by the kids saying, "Best Teacher of the Year." You are an elementary school teacher. Oikawa gulps as he looks at Daichi in horror. This picture was taken last year. Oikawa nods as he swallows the huge lump stuck in his throat. Fuck, out of all the jobs Mr. Refreshing could have, he is a teacher. And what's worse, a kid's teacher. Just my bloody luck. I can't deal with these tiny creatures. Fuck, what subjects does he even teach? I guess that doesn't matter. Any subject won't be too hard at the kid's level, right? Fuck, what kind of teacher is he? Damn it, I totally forgot about that part too. I am so stressed about the body swap that I keep forgetting about basic shit. I also have to do Sugawara's job. Other than dealing with his lover, he still has a job. And I can't mess that up. But maybe being a teacher is a good thing. If his job was something complicated I wouldn't be able to do it. I will be so much out of place. Love. Don't worry about that now. How? I already called the school and told them about the accident. The doctor even wrote a note about your slight memory loss. The school gave you off time to recover. So, don't worry much about it for now. How long is my break? Until next semester. So, 3 months. Yes. Oikawa nods and takes a seat on the couch as Daichi sits near him. I guess I have to swap bodies in 3 months. I hope Sugawara wakes up in the meantime. Maybe when he wakes up, we will switch back. Honestly, that makes the most sense. Since he is still unconscious, I can't go back to my body. But what if that's not the case? What if we have to switch bodies before he wakes up? What if that's the time limit? Like, if he wakes up before we are in the right body we are stuck like that, forever. But that makes no sense. If the time limit is us waking up, doesn't that mean we are already stuck like this forever because I already woke up? I hope not. I don't want to be a school teacher, I want to play volleyball. Also my team. I don't know what to do with them. I can't ask them in this body, but I want to know what they will do with me. With my contract and my age. They can't afford to pay me without me even playing. I am supposed to retire after this contract. I don't want to waste my last chance to play in bed. Or worst, in the wrong body. I honestly have no clue what to do to switch back. Honestly, I don't even know how it is even possible to switch bodies to begin with. This is so frustrating. Daichi smiles and rubs Oikawa's back gently as the bell rings, pulling both of their attention to it. I guess that's Mom. His mom. Are they out to their parents or? Oikawa grabs Daichi by his shirt and pulls him back into the room. What? I have to answer the door. Are we? Does your mom know? Daichi smiles and nods at Oikawa before placing a hand over Oikawa's hand. She has known about us since we were in university. Don't worry about anything, she doesn't mind our relationship as long as we are happy. Oikawa nods and releases Daichi's shirt, as Daichi walks to the entrance and opens the door. Where is my son? Here, not you. Oikawa walks to the entrance as a tiny older lady pulls him into a warm hug the instant she spots him. How are you feeling, son? Gee, good. I am sorry, son. I wanted to see you sooner, but I couldn't escape work. And the hospital didn't allow visitors past 6. I couldn't take time off, and I always finished work after 7. It's all right. Daichi's mother breaks the hug and stares at Oikawa's face before letting out a long sigh. Look at my baby boy all hurt. Daichi's mom glances at Daichi, who shakes his head before she nods at him and shifts her gaze back to Oikawa. She smiles at the nervous boy in front of her. Sawamura, I have 2 bags of food in the car. Go get them. Daichi chuckles before nodding at his mom and walking outside the house. Daichi's mom wraps an arm around Oikawa's arm and walks with him into the kitchen. She makes him sit on a chair near the dining table before she sits facing him. Just call me Mom. Sawamura told me you have memory loss. So don't worry, son. Even if you don't remember me. Don't think too much about things, and behave the way you want. Oikawa nods as Daichi enters the room with 2 huge bags. Mom, what is all of this? Food. Duh, I am aware of that. But this can feed the whole neighborhood. Well, too bad for them. This is only for the both of you. Who can eat all of this? This can feed us for a year if nothing goes bad. Continue complaining, and all of this will be for Koshi only. You just said it was for both of us. Well, not anymore. Oikawa smiles sadly as Daichi shakes his head and continues taking out the food containers from the bag as his mom stands and starts helping him. I love his mom. I miss my mom. She hasn't talked to me since I was 17. Oikawa shakes his head, trying his best for his tears not to spill before concentrating again on the bickering mother and son in front of him. After a couple of minutes, they finish sorting the food in the freezer and the fridge before they heat some food and place it on the table. Oikawa continues to fidget with his fingers as he watches the 2 finish setting up the table before they take a seat after they refuse to allow him to help and force him into a chair multiple times. Daichi's mom fills a huge plate of rice and places it in front of Oikawa before picking up the grilled fish and starting to pick up the meat from the bones and placing it on Oikawa's plate. I know you can do that alone. But allow yourself to be spoiled. But, I also know you only have 1 broken arm. Daichi just smiles as he eats silently while Oikawa fidgets uncomfortably in his seat. Oikawa glances at Daichi, who raises an eyebrow at him. Don't look at me, I can't help, or win against her, so, just eat, come on, start eating before the food gets cold. Oikawa sighed in defeat before picking up the spoon and scooping rice and fish into it before taking a bite. Take bigger bites. Daichi's mom says before taking the spoon from Oikawa's hand and scooping a huge bite on it before handing the spoon back to him. Daichi chuckles at the small mountain of rice and fish his mom somehow manages to balance on the spoon. Mom, he will choke if he eats that spoonful. Daichi glances at nervous Oikawa, who is still eyeing the spoon. Daichi takes the spoon from his hand, making Oikawa glances at him before Daichi scoops a reasonable amount of food on the spoon and moves it to Oikawa's mouth. Oikawa's eyes widened at Daichi before glancing at Daichi's mom, who was sitting across from them. Just eat, son. Feeding each other is not the worst thing I have seen you 2 do. What? Oikawa's eyes widened in horror as he stared at the relaxed Daichi, who was still holding the spoon close to Oikawa's mouth. Just eat. Oikawa takes the bite as he is still questioning Daichi with his eyes without saying a word. Mom, don't tease him. I am not lying. You caught us hugging, Mom, hugging. Oikawa's hand reaches to his heart as he stares back between the 2. I almost shit myself. Right. Daichi's mom says slowly as she squints her eyes at her son, making Oikawa gulp. She definitely is not talking about that. Did she catch them? But Daichi didn't know. Remember where your hands were during that hug. Oikawa coughs as he stares back at Daichi's mom as Daichi sighs while slowly rubbing Oikawa's back as he grabs a cup of water from the table and moves it to Oikawa's lips. Oikawa takes a small sip before gently moving Daichi's hand away. Daichi. Where were his hands? It's not what you think. What am I supposed to think? Daichi's mom smirks as Oikawa glances between the 2. Mom. Yes, dear. Are you here to see how I am or to give me a heart attack? Daichi's mom lets out a laugh as Daichi messes Oikawa's hair. And you? Yes. Why are you fine with this? Because she is making it sound much worse than it actually is. Oikawa messages his temps before looking at Daichi again. Where were your hands? I thought talking about this would give you a heart attack. Not knowing this information will give me anxiety. My hand was under your shirt. On your back. Nowhere near any dangerous zone. Oikawa lets out a sigh as Daichi's mom laughs again. You were out to get me. Messing with clueless people is fun. You are mean. How dare you say that to my face? Daichi's mom's face drops as she frowns at Oikawa, making the latter adjust his seat to look at Daichi's mom. Shit. Mom, stop teasing him. Oikawa gulps as he looks at Daichi, who has a small smile on his face, before looking back at Daichi's mom, who lets out a laugh. Alrighty, I will stop messing with him. Man, I thought I fucked up. Daichi's mom smiles sadly as she eats and watches her son feed Oikawa slowly before sighing. How long will it take Shuga-kun to regain his memory? The doctor said it shouldn't take much time. He doesn't have any concussion, so his memory loss is only due to shock. My poor baby, Daichi's mom says as she adds more food to Oikawa's plate. I don't think I can eat much more. Oikawa gulps as he takes another bite of food Daichi is feeding as he stares at the plate that doesn't seem to be getting empty. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had fun. What do you think of the story?